Hi, everybody. My name's Andy Valentine, and I am a MomPulse Partner Manager.
Hi, guys. I'm Kelsey Testa. I'm sure I've been in contact with a lot of you. I'm also a Partner Manager on MomPulse. Welcome to the first live tutorial from us.
Yes, welcome. We're so excited that we're doing this, and we're excited that you're going to be watching. Please, throughout the entire broadcast, feel free to comment, ask questions, anything like that. We are here to help you. So yeah, please just let us know. And let us know if you can hear us, if there's any issues like that. We really appreciate it. So I guess we're going to jump in to a couple tips that we wanted to talk about today in the tutorial. The first thing is if you have your MomPulse booklet, that's a good thing just to have when you're uploading videos, just to be able to open it up and look to any tips or tricks that are in there. We are working on a new booklet right now, right, Kelsey? Mm-hmm. You want to talk about it?
Well, we're just gonna, we're gonna add a few more things as we've been talking to you guys. We've, had some questions that are more common that aren't in the book right now. We're gonna try and add those to you, expand it a little bit, so you can sort of start to troubleshoot a little bit more and not feel so reliant on us. So that will be coming soon. So stay tuned for it. I see Summer. Hi, how you doing? That's Green and Clean Mom. You should go check out our YouTube channel.
Okay, so I guess the first thing that we want to jump into is talking about after you've uploaded your YouTube video, what should you title it? The title is really important among a lot of things when you upload a video that really, people are going to make a judgment call right then and there if they're going to watch your video, and also how long they possibly are going to stay. So in your title, we want to keep it, short, and we want to keep it simple, and we want to, tell the viewer exactly what they're going to be watching. Some good examples and some bad examples might be, in the booklet it says, generic things, very general things like my first vlog about Disneyland. That doesn't necessarily give you a lot of details about what's going to take place in the video. Obviously, you're vlogging about Disneyland, but there's so much to do at Disneyland. Let's get a little bit more specific. We can talk about, you're reviewing the ice cream cones at Disneyland. You're reviewing the Carousel of Progress, one of my favorite rides at Disney World. I'm not going to lie, it's one of my favorite rides. I know it's really boring, but yeah, so to be specific, to be short, to be clear, are all really important. Kelsey, do you want to add anything?
I think you covered it. I've got a couple other, yeah.
Okay. The second part that we want to talk about is the description, and the description is really important. The description is really broken up into two areas, and that is the above the line description and the below the line description. The above the line description means that it's going to show up when you go to that YouTube video. So YouTube only allows you, it's usually 3 or 4 lines at the beginning of your description that's going to be displayed at your video before you hit the button see more info, which is going to lead you to the second part of the description. Now for me, when I upload videos, I know that 95% of the people most likely will not hit more info. So the first 4 lines of the description are really important. So I try to include things like my blog and my Twitter, maybe a 1-sentence description, keeping it really short and sweet. We're hoping that the viewer is going to be able to tell what the video is about from your title and from the first 15 seconds of your video, so they don't necessarily need to know too much about the description until if they want to learn more. If you're talking about something in your blog, if you're talking about a product, maybe put that down a couple lines so that it's below the description. And get those important things, get those Twitter feeds, your Twitter URL, your Facebook URL right up front so that the viewer can easily click and navigate to your sites. And
in your video, you can also, interact with that description box a little bit. I see you can always say, links below, links are in the description below. Get people to sort of go to that section, physically pointing down, because you're going to, and you can't annotate outside of YouTube, so if there's some sort of link to a blog, a Twitter, a product review that you want your viewer to see, put a call to action in your video. Put an annotation that says check out the description. Make a comment. Tell them check out something in the description. And another thing to always add is the subscribe to my channel link. And all you have to do is put subscribe and your channel URL, or you can use the longer subscribe link that takes them right to the subscription center. But either one is a good call to action, because chances are if someone has watched your video the whole way through, they're going to want to see more. And so having the link to your channel right there is a really simple tool to get them to watch more. And we have a question from Summer. She says, I'm confused when I upload a video for MomPulse. Do I upload to my channel first and to the Dropbox folder for mom? Okay, she said, so basically, Summer is talking about when we do our question of the week videos. And those are what we post on the MomPulse community page. And the answer to that question, you can upload them at the same time. You can upload them to your channel, and that's how you're able to monetize on those videos, and then upload them to the Dropbox afterwards. We don't have a specific order or preference. We always link to your channel and your video when we post them to our page. So ultimately we're trying to get the traffic to your page at the end of the day. So I would probably just do it while you upload, immediately before or after you're going to upload to the Dropbox. We don't have a specific rule for when those videos get uploaded. And let's see. Let's take another question from 2011 Teenage Mom. How's it going? When I claim my video, it tells me, to best manage your claims, please visit your claims and policies in CMS. Basically, in the claims section, all you need to worry about is just hitting the claim button. There's nothing else you really need to check or anything like that. Those are for more if you have something. Those are more things we have to deal with on our end when we're claiming the videos in our network. As long as you're hitting claim and save, you should be fine in terms of monetizing your video. And if you ever have a specific problem with the claiming process or think you claimed something wrong, I would send an email to support@fullscreen.net, because Bill is our support guy. He's awesome. Hi, Bill, if you're watching.
Bill.
And he knows the claims and the YouTube CMS, that's content management system, inside and out. And he'll be able to answer specific questions that you have. I don't necessarily know all the little nuances of the CMS, but as long as you're making sure you just hit claim and save, and you don't have any copyrighted material on your video, you're all set.
And always, this regards to any question that you might have about anything YouTube related, is just feel free to give us a call. I think most of you have our phone numbers, so we are here to help you. So give us a call, and we're going to figure it out with you with any of your questions. So.
So something else we wanted to talk about was keywords, and are also tags. And tags are really important because that controls how your video shows up in searches, and also to some extent the ads that show up on your video. And this is all called metadata. So the tags and the category are called metadata because it's not something you see as clearly as the description or the title, but it still affects how your video is viewed on YouTube. It changes when you see the related videos on the side of the watch video page. Those are really important. And so it's super important to make sure that you're tagging your videos and tagging them with relevant terms, not just, it's great to tag your name, but chances are there's not a lot of videos out there that are tagged as your username too. So eventually that's great when you post more videos and you'll have more, you have sort of a little cache on YouTube of your name. But starting out, you're not going to have a bunch of videos that are tagged that username. So it's great to see what common ones are, and there's a very simple tool to do that. I'm going to switch to a screenshot now of the website you can use, and I'm going to post a link to in the description of the video when we're done with this broadcast. So this is the keyword tool within YouTube, and basically what you can do is type in a keyword you want to use. Say you want to search mom, and if you type it in the enter a keyword or phrase here, it will come up and it will show you how often that keyword is used, how often it's clicked on, and so you could do that with anything. And so that's a really great simple tool for sort of testing out which ones are the most searched, and of course make sure they're relevant to your video. Obviously, like there are things that are searched more than others on YouTube, but you also want to make sure it's relevant and targeted to the material in your video. So again, I'll post the link to this page in the description at the end of the broadcast. This is a really simple, easy, very useful tool for tagging your videos.
And obviously, the hopes of, if you have the correct and the proper tags, is that you're going to generate more views and then you're going to get more subscribers, which is going to help you in the end.
Let's see. Let's go to another question. Tennessee 05 wants a t-shirt. We will be giving away some next week, so make sure to tune in next Thursday, and we'll be doing a little giveaway of these t-shirts, and we also have really cool USBs that have the MomPulse logo on them as well, and they're a gig, I think, so they're also actually really useful. They're great.
They are definitely really
So
nice.
make sure to tune in on next Thursday, and we'll be giving those away. Shelly and Kinnens would also like a shirt too. Okay. Oh my gosh, the Knives Knowles are watching too. Hey guys. Hey Britt and Austin and little baby Audrey. What's up? I'm glad you guys could tune in, and also I'm glad everybody else could tune in. It's great to see so much interaction. This is awesome.
It's really great.
Shelly and Kidlets, just so everybody knows, is tuning in all the way from Australia. I have no idea what time it is there, but it's 5 o'clock Pacific time. So hey, welcome. It's probably tomorrow for you.
Sometime tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
In the future.
Shelly's
for
from
sure.
the future. So yeah, but make sure to check out those tools. Something else I wanted to talk about tonight. A lot of you guys have huge blog followings. You're just starting to grow your channel. A lot of your audience is still used to consuming your content in blog form. So it's really important to make sure to also embed your videos on your blog, and not just posting a link to your YouTube page or putting a YouTube icon, but actually embedding your videos. And to do that, if you go to the video page, the video watch page, there's a share button underneath, and there's I wish I had screenshots of this to show you, but again, if something's not clear, just ask a question, shoot me an email and I can give you some more specific screenshots. But if you hit embed, it actually gives you an HTML code, and you can post that in your blog post and it will embed the video, and those views count. So anybody who clicks on the play button from your blog, that counts as a view. And so someone who's going to your blog anyway to see your latest post will now see your video, and then that's where annotations can come in handy. If you have an annotation on your video to check out another video, they'll click on that, it'll take them right to your channel, they'll watch another video. So that's a really great tool. Anybody who has a blog should definitely be treating every time you post a video, think of it as another blog post. So not only are you posting it on YouTube and tweeting it out, but you're making a post about it. A video alone it could be a great blog post. Then all you need to do is just put in the title. You can use the same tags you used on YouTube, and even the same thing you put in the description, you can put underneath the embedded video box in your blog post. And depending on the site that you use to host your blog, they have some great plugins for. I know WordPress has some really great plugins for YouTube, where you can, just very easily embed your videos every time. So, double check if you run your site yourself, double check, see what kinds of apps or plugins that are available to you. I'm very familiar with WordPress, so if anybody is on a WordPress blog and needs some suggestions for plugins, please let me know. I can help you out. And then, even just in general, we can definitely do some research for you and find those apps that will make it super simple to embed your videos, because it takes time to grow a channel, so you have to work with the audience you already have, and for a lot of you guys it's on your blog, so make sure to capitalize on that. We have some more people. Hey everybody, I'm just checking the comments real quick. So yeah, we have confirmation. It's Friday in Australia, so happy Friday to you. That's super weird to me. Time zones kind of confuse me.
I guess if there's no questions about that, we can move on to our next point, which is we'll speak a little bit about thumbnails. And why thumbnails are really crucial to your video. Like I said before, when a viewer is scrolling through YouTube or looking at different channels and they see your video, they're going to read the title, and then they're also going to look at your photo or your thumbnail. think of your thumbnail as like a movie poster. So it's incredibly important to what it looks like. And one of the great advantages to being in MomPulse is that you get to upload your custom thumbnail along with your video. So normally how YouTube works is that YouTube is just going to go and it's going to choose 3 different stills randomly throughout your video, and you have to choose one. But with MomPulse, you get to upload a photo. So kind of one of the things that we always suggest to all of our moms in the network is that when you're filming a video, it could be anywhere, it could be in your house, it could be outside. If you're using a computer, or you have your iPhone handy, or your cell phone handy, to take a photo of yourself, because most likely that camera is going to be better taking a still shot than the video camera you're using.
So, for example, if Andy and I were to take a thumbnail for this, so this is a YouTube tutorial. So, just very simple. We'll just pose a shot posing with the manual, so it kind of explains what the video is about. It's not your face looking like this, because I swear YouTube always picks when your face looks the worst. And it's really simple to upload that. You don't even have to edit it or go into Photoshop or anything like that. It's just right underneath where you pick the thumbnail YouTube chooses for you.
And it's important also to whatever your video is about is that you fill the frame, because your majority of the people are only going to be seeing this little image of you, so they're not going to see this great, this wide shot. Let's say you're going to the beach, right, and you're vlogging about the beach, and you have a photo of a wide of the beach. That's great, and it's beautiful when you put it up on a TV or when you're looking at it on your computer, but when you're doing on YouTube and when you're shrinking it down to this size, maybe we should zoom in on something else. Maybe there's, I don't know, give me some beach stuff, like a beautiful rock, a sandcastle. That's perfect. So to demonstrate this, a beautiful rock. I mean, there are rocks that are beautiful. So
AKA a shell.
That's the word I was looking for. So to demonstrate this, how about we show them a good thumbnail and a bad thumbnail? So for this, a bad thumbnail would be Kelsey and I back here, because you can't really tell what's going on. You just see 2 people sitting in chairs. But if we come forward and you see how we're filling the frame, and then we're going to put this booklet up and you can read MomPulse, that's a good thumbnail. At least it's okay. I mean, it's pretty good.
And if you say you shot your video already and you're like, I forgot to take a photo for my thumbnail, just take a screenshot. Don't be too concerned about the quality of the photo. Sometimes screenshots, they're not the best quality. But like Andy said, the thumbnail is this big, and it's just that little intro thing, and it's not going to get blown up when you click on the video frame. It's just it's so small. So just take a screenshot of somewhere in the video where you're making a nice face, smiling, something like that.
Carol, you have a question about how to make words appear along with your chosen image. That's something that you have to do in Photoshop or Final Cut Pro. Sometimes when I do it within Final Cut Pro or iMovie, where I will just find that perfect still in the video that I want, and then I'll take a screenshot of it, and then I will put it back into the editing program, and then I'll type in my text of what I want to pop up, and then I'll overlay it. But also when you add text to your videos for YouTube, it's important that you're very selective on what exactly you put, just because you want to make sure that the photo, I think, needs to take up 3/4 of the thumbnail, and then leaving, a 1/4 for the words. So, maybe a one word, I don't know if you can have any examples of good words. For sometimes if I upload a video and it's me vlogging, I will put, Andy Valentine. And then that's it. And I won't put anything else, because I know that it's just going to be so small that people won't be able to read it.
So going back to our example with this video, for the thumbnail, and we'll make this thumbnail that we sort of staged out in here just so you can see. We would put something like vlogging tips, something simple, easy to read, and legible. The thing with putting words you have to be careful is that, when it is this big on your browser screen, you want to make sure that it's legible. Also, click around to some YouTubers that and just check out their thumbnails, see what they're doing, see what works, what doesn't work in your mind, what you think looks good. The more you sort of interact on YouTube, you'll kind of get a better idea of what sort of looks good and what doesn't look good. And somebody asked, someone asked, can I use Photo Booth on a Mac to take my image? Absolutely, that is a perfect solution.
Perfect.
I know a lot of people actually even just shoot their videos on their iSight cameras on their Macs. That's perfectly fine. That's a perfect solution too. Let's see. I'm gonna see if there's any other questions. Okay, so Carol Weston said, I have a Facebook fan page and I'm also a bit confused about embedding rather than pasting the URL. So embedding, I was talking about on an actual blog where you're creating a blog post. Because if you were just to simply paste the URL in a blog post, the actual video wouldn't show up. You would need to use HTML code to make that show up. On YouTube, pasting the URL automatically does that. It automatically makes the video show up. So, on a Facebook page or on Twitter or on Tumblr or something like that, you don't need to use the embed code. You can just use the link to the video. And then on a website or on a blog, make sure to use that embed code. And that's all underneath the share button under the video player. So I hope that helps. Cool. Well,
Great.
I think that's all we have today. This was just, a short little intro. We are still getting used to this live thing. So if there's any suggestions anybody has for what you want to see next week, any specific questions you want to answer, we'll probably do a little bit more promotion for this so that everyone has a little bit more time to think of questions. Feel free to email us and let us know. If you ever forget our personal emails, you can also email mompulse@fullscreen.net. I'll also put that in the description below. See what I'm doing here, guys? And so, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and make sure to subscribe to MomPulse if you haven't already. And we will see you next week, although I'm sure we'll both talk to many of you before then, which we love.
Thank you again, and make sure you go and you participate in MomPulse and watch other MomPulse moms videos, comment, like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next week. Thank you for watching.
Have a good week, everybody.